Admit patient 937. Terminal reality fracture. Welcome to your permanent confinement, or as we like to call it, the electric circus. Oh, you are going to love it here. For the next 2 hours, we are locking you in with the strange, the odd, the paranormal, and the completely unexplainable. Are you losing your mind too? Let us hear your wildest stories. Call the asylum line right now at 386-227-7284. That's 386-227-7284. Don't keep the doctors waiting.
All right, Joker's Wild, Smile and Dial. Episode 2. We're back. We're back. It's been a long week.
Numero dos.
No.
We got like 15 damn clips or more loaded up for everybody.
Phenomenal clips.
I should okay, the phone lines are open for anybody who wants to call. Just double check that shit. Okay, we're good.
284. We're excited.
Yep. Also, we have, just so you guys know, we do have the link to GoFundMe for little Annalise, the 2-year-old who's in the hospital. Drax did give me some good news. What was the news again, Drax?
They got her transported to the other hospital.
God bless him.
Or it's already in the works. So but it's finally getting situated. So she'll be out of the hands of what I call the spooky hospital soon.
Good deal. You ever watch any ghost TV shows of ghost stories and stuff?
Oh hell yeah, all the time. I was a big fan of that Unsolved Mysteries back in the day. Remember that?
Yeah, so was I. But check this out, man. Here's where a ghost was rage baiting this guy. Check it out.
Let's check it out.
A male or a female spirit? Once for a male, twice for a female. Stop it. Stop. Wait till I ask a question. Are you evil? Once for yes, 2 for no.
I wonder if it could ask it, are you a tranny? I wonder what it would beep 30 times for that one. Yeah.
Are you a trans testicle?
Are you a tranny, man? Because it said like 1 for female, 1 next for male. Are you a tranny? Things are going off like a laser. Look at everybody already rolling in. We got Kay Daly in the house. Gigi's down there. Bright Eyes, Miss Iris. Good to see everybody. My man Alpha's in the house. You guys share it out far and wide. Tell them there's no place left to hide. Quote it out. And I promise you we'll repost those quote posts. Drop that number on there for Joker's Wild, Smile and Dial. 386-227-7284. Save it in your contacts and give us a call. We'll interrupt these clips to hear your stories tonight.
Yep.
Wow.
Phone lines are open. Hold on, let me see if I can find anything else to hold it. Oh, here's a good story. Check this one out.
Let's roll
Yeah.
On March 6, 2015, Jennifer Grossbeck was driving home with her 18-month-old daughter Lily secured in her car seat in the back. While driving along a lonely road in Utah, Jennifer lost control of her SUV and crashed off the side of a bridge, flipping her car upside down into the freezing water of the Spanish Fork River. Most of the car was submerged in the icy water, and tragically, Jennifer Grossbeck passed away almost instantly. However, luckily the car was positioned in a way that Jennifer's 18-month-old baby Lily was not plunged into the freezing water. The baby was held in place in her car seat in the back. Many hours later, the car is spotted in the river, and emergency first responders arrive on the scene.
Go ahead.
What have you got?
But as the police and firemen approached the car, they heard something that they really can't explain.
We heard something saying, help us inside. And so it was at that point that we, said we have to get in that car now. And we all, the 4 of us, were able to push the car on its side. And that's when I looked inside and was able to see the child infant strapped in the back seat.
Anybody hear us? Hello? Oh, God, there's a baby. Oh, fuck.
There's a bear. Brian. Pass her up, pass her up. Pass her up. Here, right here, right here. Go, 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 go. She's definitely hypothermic. She's freezing. Go up in there. Here, go. Let's go.
So you actually heard a voice calling out, "Help me." Do you know who that was?
We assumed, or I assumed, that it was someone in the car saying, "Help me." That's why we responded saying, "We're trying. We're going to get inside and help you. We're doing the best we can."
We're helping. We're coming.
It wasn't until after we flipped it that we saw the mother, who we know now was deceased at the time, and the child was in the back seat.
Even stranger. Although all 4 of the early responders say that they heard the strange, unexplained voice of a woman pleading for help, the officers' body cameras did not pick up any voice at all.
Here, get over here, Beddoes. We're helping. We're coming.
To me, it was plain as day, because I remember hearing a voice. It didn't sound like a child. Just saying, "Help me."
Jennifer Grosbeck's family believes that it was the voice of Jennifer's spirit, calling out from the great beyond to try to urge the emergency workers to hurry to save her baby daughter, Lily.
She was just a very compassionate and caring person. She always wanted to bend over backwards for her loved ones. She loved Lily with all her heart. She was the love of her life.
The emergency team that was on the scene says that they simply can't explain what they heard.
Was
What do you think about that?
Was the echo? Okay, I'm hearing myself too. Take that one.
I don't hear an echo.
Yeah.
I have all the cancellation on. I'm using headphones, homie. I don't know.
Hang on.
Stand by. Experiencing technical difficulties. Brought to you in part by Pfizer. Helping the old men get hard since 1994. Want to say what's up to Birdie Bird out there. I see Donna's in the house. Kate, how you doing? Kate, thank you, Kate. She is Joe Kerr, and looks like we have Rhodey in the house. Hey, Rhodey, my sweet Soviet.
All right. Great.
Any better? Good.
No, doing it. Do you have like a window open down there? It's TV. There's another window.
Huh. And you're fading in and out too. That's weird. Here, I'll give you some time to work on things. I got another clip for everybody.
I sent you.
Here we go. We're going to do a clip while they...
World, a maze in another dimension. What do these have in common? What these locations have in common is liminality, or more specifically, they're liminal spaces. A liminal space is defined as a place of transition, a threshold between 2 distinctly different points, signaling the end of one and the beginning of another. Liminal spaces do exist as physical locations, but they can also be an emotional experience. Liminal spaces in the real world are a bit more difficult to define, but you know one when you see one. Think of an airport in the middle of the night, school during summer break, a house just after someone moves out, or in this case, an accidentally discovered abandoned shopping mall. Now you can tell by the video that she's having fun, but she's also a little uncomfortable. She's experiencing the anxiety of a liminal space. Now, while not all liminal spaces are so unsettling, the type of space currently coursing through the internet will have a few common features. They'll feel both familiar and strange. If you browse through photos on the liminal space subreddit, you'll come across many locations that you could swear you've been to, evoking a strange feeling of nostalgia for a place you've never been. Another common trait is that places are out of context. like a waiting room with one chair, a plane with no seats, a flooded metro station, or a submerged staircase. Have you ever watched a video of the Titanic on the bottom of the ocean? When you see the staircases and furniture completely underwater, this evokes liminality. This out-of-context imagery triggers anxiety similar to Uncanny Valley, the feeling that something is just not right. Liminal spaces are often places you might have visited as a child. Roller rinks are commonly thought of as liminal. Bowling alleys, arcades, or an empty Chuck E. Cheese.
The only thing scarier than an empty Chuck E. Cheese is a crowded Chuck E. Cheese.
You got that right. But something you'll notice about all these places, they're empty. And that seems to be the most unsettling aspect of all. These spaces are transitional because they're in between places, not meant for anyone to stay very long. But they're still meant for people. Yet these sit empty, waiting to fulfill their use, waiting for people. People that in some cases never arrive. Now all of us from time to time stumble into a liminal space, a supermarket in the middle of the night, an empty office, an amusement park off season. But what if you woke up one day and the entire world was deserted and every space was a liminal space?
So you care about the safety of children and their lives, right? Well, listen to this. In 1958, 92 children and 3 teaching nuns died in a fire at Our Lady of the Angels School in Chicago. It led to a nationwide reform of fire safety in schools. Since then, not one child has died from a school fire. The same principle should be applied today. The issue of school shooters is still a problem.
A gunman shooting down at these students.
As, of course, we now learn about even more school shootings.
And our Brittany Ehrman found they aren't building schools like they used to for this very reason.
The definition of school safety in today's day and age previously had not yet been defined.
With Minnesota-based 3D response systems.
One of the pushbacks we hear is we don't want our schools to look like a prison. In reality, our system is completely hidden so you don't lose that learning environment feel.
3D Response Systems is a multi-layered design to get the police there faster and provide tools for the people inside to survive.
I went there as a skeptic. I'm not a skeptic any longer.
Why isn't this in every school?
Because the loss of even one child's life is one too many.
But let's get this word out and make sure that we support folks like Representative Hudson and 3D Response System. And wherever you are, whatever state you're in, go talk to your school board, go talk to your state representative. Tell them about this.
For information, or if you would just like to help, download our info sheet PDF located under the Systems tab.
The 3D Response Systems design will provide safe spaces and a rapid response from first responders.
We should install in every school, public and private.
All right.
We'll get through it. You're so aggravated. I can see it in your face.
It seems like a second. Are you pulling this up? Are you pulling the media? Huh. Do you have your shared tabs up?
What's that?
Do you have any of your media tabs?
No.
Okay, so what's here? Mike next to me. You.
That's the phone screen.
Okay, try to bring it back. That's what's when it.
All right, let's remove it. And I will stop the screen.
Because I'm hearing it come back. See, now it's just no echo.
Now it's no echo.
No echo. Yeah, I was hearing like 3D response on like double repeat.
Let me try this.
Pop it back up there. Sometimes you got to reset that.
Let's see if this works. I don't think it will, but it might. Oh, it worked. I'll be dipped. Hang on. We ain't out of the woods yet, folks.
The struggles of a new operation.
Really.
figured I got kicked out because like we're talking all this crap, you know, the electronics start working weird.
Mm-hmm.
I had that happen before. You know, I'll do that voodoo shit, and then it gets weird around the electronics in the house. Or it could just be the settings. Who knows?
Who knows? We'll get it figured out. Just give me a second.
You had any calls since I've been gone?
We haven't had not a single call either. It's wild.
Well, lines are.
I'll play another clip and let me try to.
Yeah, we'll clip. We'll reestablish communications. You guys make sure you guys are tuning in and calling in.
Yep, here we go.
We're gonna fire it back up real quick.
That her father put at least 50 to 70 bodies in that well, and she told people for 45 years. There was a problem. One of Donald's kids named Lucy, who couldn't keep her mouth shut. See, little Lucy, dating back 45 years from now, would go to school and tell her teachers, her counselors, her principals, her priest, multiple law enforcement officers, and anybody that would listen that her daddy would kill people and make her and her brothers and sisters help him get rid of the bodies. So what would happen is, she's saying her dad would wake her up or whatever, and she would have to go with her dad to help him put the bodies in the well. And he would drop a body down into that well, 90 feet down. And she says her brothers and sisters would have to put dirt over the bodies that went down in the well, and grass and leaves and all of that stuff. She said that over the years that she knows that her father put at least 50 to 70 bodies in that well. And she said that the ones that she saw were all white women, all from the ages from 20s to the 30s. All of them had like brown hair, dirty blonde, like it's a darkish. They all had more darker hair, and they were all 20 to 30, except for one was a 15-year-old runaway. And she said she specifically remembered her dad saying one time that the bee deserved it. Oh, this bee deserved it. Now, she would go to school and tell her teachers, and she said that her teachers told her, honey, we don't worry about family issues. You got to worry about family issues at home. The counselors, law enforcement, nobody ever listened to her. And she told people for 45 years that this was going on, and nobody would ever listen to her. Now, Lucy is much older, and she has been actually working with the sheriff's office and the FBI. She went all the way to the FBI and has gotten them involved, and that's how we know about it in the media now. She doesn't want her name. She doesn't want fame. She's not making TikTok videos or YouTube videos, although I do wish she would, because I want to know every single detail like Lucy, girlfriend. She said the only thing that she wants, she said she wanted justice for her father, against her father growing up. She was terrified of him. He died in 2013, but what she wants is for them to dig up that well and get the bodies out and give the families closure and peace and give the women a proper burial. That's what she says. The well has years now been filled in, so there is no well there now. It's just dirt and trees covering where the well used to be. A lot of the sheriffs in this little town, I watched some videos, and I'm not going to show you the specific one because I don't know this person, but I get a feeling they're nervous because they've been ignoring this for years. And now the FBI and the public, like me and you, like now we're paying attention to this, and they can't keep brushing it off. Lucy, by the way, she has offered to take a lie detector test. They said for years, and they have it documented in the law enforcement, like the paperwork. They don't have it documented all the way back to the 70s because back then they didn't have computers, but even just years ago, they have it documented where she went into law enforcement and told them, and they never investigated it. It's not like she just come up with this story. And she went out there with the FBI and these cadaver dogs. Now, 2 cadaver dogs went out there, 2 Australian cattle dogs, Jody and Jetty. Now, this is a big area. They said that those dogs hit, meaning they hit on the scent of human remains in 4 different areas out there. And one of those spots was exactly where the well was. And one of the dogs barked at it, and the other dog sat on it. Ooh, I have chills thinking about it. And the person that was over the cadaver dogs said, ma'am, I'm gonna tell you something. It'd be pretty unheard of for 2 of these dogs to hit on the exact same spot and for nothing to be out there. One of Lucy's sisters has said that she's lying. said this never happened. It wasn't true. She wants her father's name cleared. He would never do anything like this, and that it's all made up. But again, Lucy's been telling people this for years. She's not trying to get fame, and she said that she would take a lie detector test. The sister that said it didn't happen says that one of her dad's wives had a baby and that it was stillborn, and they buried the baby out there in a shoebox, and that's what they think the dog is hitting on. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I think that they need to find out. I can understand if they think it's not true. They're like, man, this would be a waste of money. But at the same time, I don't know. Now hear this to make the story even stranger. Remember how I was telling you about Donald Sturdy's 2 wives? Allegedly, they both passed away, and one passed away from strangling herself with an electrical cord. Seems a bit odd. And then the other one passed away from shooting herself. So both of his wives took their own life. Seems a bit weird. The whole story is so bizarre and strange, and I think they should dig it up. I think they should dig it up and see if there's anything down there. She knows that her father put at least...
Okay, wow, what a story. What a story. A shoebox, of all things.
Holy shit.
I know her name. She doesn't want her name out there because she's going to be selling the movie right.
We had a phone call during that clip, and it screwed me all up. I
thought I heard some Russian on the phone.
I kept saying, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. They kept saying, hello, hi, hey. I'm like, hold up, hey. Wait a minute, hold it. Give me time. Give me a minute. Hold on. What? Hey. I'm like, what? Wow. Can he not hear me?
Well, hopefully they'll call back in.
Phone lines are open. Give me another shot. Give me another shot.
Lines are open. Phone lines are hot. That's a joker, though, about
I could call them back.
Creepy.
Let's call them back. See if this works.
Okay. Well, look, we actually can reverse dial.
Please leave your message for 209480.
No.
Oh,
okay, let's answer it.
Calling it. There you go.
Hello?
Hello, call.
Hello?
Can you hear Drax?
Can you hear me, Rod?
Yeah, well, no, I can hear you.
You can hear me, but not Drax. Okay. What's up, Drody? How you doing, sweet Soviet mine?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. What do you all play? Shoeboxes and talk about weird. Come on, guys.
Sometimes
weird.
Sometimes you gotta bury them out.
I'm scared now.
Scared? What are you scared of?
Yeah, how am I gonna sleep at night?
I don't know, man. I haven't shown anything scary yet.
Well, think about it this way. How are you gonna sleep at night with
what?
With what?
Did we lose her? I think we might have lost her.
Would say a ghost. Yeah, maybe a ghost got her.
Let me tell you something. I had to juggle. Rhodey, are you? Yeah, we lost her. She hung up.
That California connection.
I switched 3 damn browsers trying to fix this.
Wow.
Is it still echoing?
No echo.
Okay, well, guess what? We're not using Brave no more.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Mm-hmm. So it was the Brave browser, unfortunately.
Well, we're still here. We made it through.
We got another call. Let's see who it is. Brand new one. Thanks for calling Joker's Wild. Smile and dial. What's up?
What up, Drax? Joker, how y'all doing?
Hey, good. Welcome.
What's going on, sir?
All right.
Not much. I was just going to speak to I can't recall the term the guy spoke to it as, when you feel like you've been someplace before.
Mm-hmm.
Deja vu.
I've experienced deja vu quite often. And it's enough to make me stop in my tracks and everyone around. Like you saw a lion and they just don't know if they should move or not move. And I'm like, I've been here before.
Okay.
Yeah. That happened to me. Has it not happened to you?
It's happened to me a couple times, but nothing that I could concretely prove to myself. But yeah, I've had that feeling a couple times.
I've been to a place called the Deja.
Yeah, I mean, I can't prove it. I just feel it. I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have one weird story. If you want me to share it, it was after my mom passed
Absolutely.
when I was around 21.
All right, let's hear
All
it.
right, so I was as mad at God as I could ever be, and I'm ashamed to say it, and I've repented since. But she was one of those people. We had 2,000 people trailing us to go to the funeral. 2,000 people signed the book. That's how good a person she was, and that's just to justify my anger. And one night I was sleeping on my sofa in my bedroom because I like the sofa better than the bed, and I was sitting there as awake as I could be, sitting up, and there was this little hooded figure, like the little fan guys in Star Wars, the little ones.
The
And he was
Jawas?
floating towards me. I guess so. It was the little ones with the little robes. They just scavenge.
Jawas. Yeah.
Okay, so he was floating towards me with his hand out, and his eyes were red. And I said, "You're not taking this soul." And as it floated towards me, which was, like I said, it was like a 6-foot sofa, I'm guessing, 7-foot sofa.
Uh-huh.
In slow motion, I just reached out and grabbed his wrist, and he floated right through my hand. And as his hand was about to approach my chest, I said, "In the name of Jesus Christ, go away." And it happened.
Amen.
Amen. I mean, look, there's something else. We're not by ourselves. We're not in one dimension. So
That's
it's
true.
just it's crazy. Yeah.
Yep.
But I just wanted to call in and share that with you. I'm sure I got
appreciate it.
more, but I don't want to wear you out.
Well, hey, you can call back later.
Yeah, definitely call back in.
Yeah, I'll call back if something comes up. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the
Thanks
show.
for calling, man. Thank
All
you.
right, God.
All right, brother. Later.
Later.
A lot of people have these stories. They see
Yeah.
it. Like you said, it's 2-dimensional.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you repost or quote post it, share this out to all the rooms you're in. We do appreciate the support we're getting. Man, we've gotten a lot of love past week, and I do appreciate it. I do.
What do you think, Joker? What do you think those are?
What do you think? What is?
Most people, you go to heaven or hell, but these things are left over.
Those are. You talking about like what he was experiencing?
They're all experiencing.
I believe those are demons.
Demons.
I believe those are demons. Yeah. Now there is a purgatory, but I don't know, man. That's something I don't completely understand. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I do.
Yeah.
I think Donna tried to call. Should I try to call her?
Yeah, call her back. Let's see. We got a star 69 option here at the show.
Yeah. Donna, we're coming for you. I know you're there, Donna.
Tell us a story about a spook, specter, or ghost.
Joker.
Donna.
Joker.
Donna. I saw I missed your call, so I thought I'd call you back.
Yeah, I couldn't get my call to go through. I was getting recordings.
Mm-hmm.
That's our
well, we were expecting did you hang up? Did she just hang up? She just hung up on me. Call back, Donna. We're gonna accept this call. Call back, Donna. Donna, is that you?
Now that was my fault.
Okay.
It wasn't
All
supernatural.
I apologize.
You're all right.
No, I thought I'd call in early because I've got to take care of the baby tonight. So, what kind of stories you telling?
Any kind of stories you want to share?
If she's seen a demon.
How about a haunting?
A haunting. Okay, let's go with that.
Kind of online with demon.
I don't think it was actually a haunting, though. I think it was more like a demon, actually. And I think I know where it came from. But we lived in this house, and it was an older house, like, you know, where the ceilings are like only 6 foot tall, you know. It was that old. But, and it started out with my TV started coming off and on. And then the Xbox started going off and on. And then when it would come on, all of the buttons on the controller would start mashing at one time. And then lights inside the house would come on by themselves. And then one night I woke up and something was growling in my ear.
Oh.
And it was a very deep, guttural growl, almost like a crocodile or what the T-Rex sounded like on that movie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it scared me real bad. And at first I thought it was something that was getting into the house. And I jumped up to try to catch it. I never did see anything. I flipped the light on, didn't see anything. We went back to bed, and then the next night it happened again. And when this thing was even closer to my ear this time, on for probably about a week.
Damn.
And my sister was telling me, you know, it's got to be like a raccoon or something. I'm like, it's not though.
A raccoon in your
Because
ear for a week? I think you'd have caught it.
Right. Yeah. Growling like that. And I'm like, you know, the lamp was right there beside me. So it's not like, you know, I could have seen something if there had been something that big in there.
Mm-hmm.
And one day the kids went to school, and I laid back down,
Mm-hmm.
and I was halfway between waking up and still asleep. And I'm like, do I want to wake up right now? About that time, my entire bed started slamming against the door. It went bam, 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 just like that right there. And I came out of that bed really, really, really fast, and we left the house less than a month later.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did you end up doing to get rid of it?
I left.
Oh, you just let. Oh, so it's still there in the house then.
Damn it.
You passed it on to somebody else.
Yeah, we could have took care of that.
Yeah.
Well, that's not nice, Donna. That's not nice.
Well, it wasn't my house.
Did she warn him?
It was right.
Drax wants to know if you at least warned him.
I don't know if he warned him or not. It was his problem, not mine. He's the one that brought it in there anyway.
Donna.
Oh my God! Wow.
He was the devil.
He said, "Here, take the devil. Throw it in there with him."
Here you go. Not my problem.
Property. I wouldn't be out there like there's a ghost here.
Now, if it's in my house, I don't think that I wouldn't have sold it without saying something to somebody.
You're not gonna believe this, but I think in some states it's actually a law. You have to let them know that there's some
I'll tell you
strange
a story later about that stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's that way in Alabama too.
All right. Well, listen, Donna, I'm glad you called.
Yeah.
Call back in later. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Great show, guys.
That was wonderful.
Have a good night.
Sometimes you got to pass, Joke. You got to pass the demon off to the next person, like Donna did. They don't, you can't, it might have hindered a sale if you were to say, hey, there's a, by the way, would you like to buy my property? It's great. It's got a nice location, also a demon. That's not a sale point.
No.
That's not a sale point. And Donna probably thought, hey, I'll just pass the demon off. Sometimes you got to pass the demon, people.
Oh, there's another call. Hang on. Here we go.
Just want to pass the demon.
Thanks for calling Joker's Wild, Smile and Dial. What you got for us tonight?
Well, I'm not Donna, but I'm calling back.
Well, I didn't say Donna, but okay.
I heard they pick up and say, call back, Donna, and then you hung up on me.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, this is Dr. Sminty.
Oh.
Okay.
What kind of stories are we doing tonight?
Whatever unexplainable type stories you got for us, buddy.
Really?
Okay, I'm doing good, by the way. Anyways, let's do a good one. Back in the 70s, maybe 72, 73. I was about 7 years old. And back in those days, every night after dinner, after parents got home from work, everybody sat down for dinner, homework was done, everybody would turn into the living room and watch TV. And that was just a regular thing that everybody did back then.
Uh-huh.
And so on this one particular night, dinner was done, dishes cleaned up, everything was done. We're all sitting on the couch in the living room and on the floor watching TV. And then, have you ever been someplace where you feel like somebody's turning their head to look at something, and when you turn your head, you see everybody's looking in that direction.
Yep.
Well, this particular night, we're watching TV, and then I just got this feeling like everybody's turning their heads. And I turned my head, and I seen everybody else turn their head, and we're looking out into the dining room, and we had a bookshelf out there. And then we watched as this book pulled right out of the bookshelf and dropped right straight to the ground.
I've seen that before. Yeah, I've experienced that.
And it was really like weird. Everybody stopped, their jaws dropping, eyes wide, and we're all looking at each other. My dad gets up and goes over and picks up the book.
What book was it?
And interestingly enough, it was a book called Camp and Field.
Camp and
It was
Field.
written about 1864, 65 by a Confederate Army chaplain. And it's a lot of stories in there about the death and mayhem and Army camping life and all the stuff that went on during the Civil War. But it was pretty weird how, it's just so weird how everybody just looked over at the same time. And that book came right out of the shelf and dropped straight to the floor.
Wow. Now, Joker, is
The
house,
end.
is that house still around? Does he know?
Is that house still around?
Yeah, the house is still there.
House is still there, Drax.
Did he tell the person when
Yeah.
they bought it? Did they know, or did he
It
pass?
used to be a double, but over there someone had turned it into just a single dwelling home.
What was
It
you
was
asking?
pretty-
What was you asking, Drax? Drax
Well,
has a question for
when
you.
that
Hold on.
house got sold, did they tell the people that this occurred, or did they pass
Yeah.
it on?
When your family sold the house, did you guys pass the message on to the buyer, or did you just pass the problem on?
We actually didn't own the house. We were actually renting it.
Oh,
But when we moved into a house. So like I said, it was like a duplex, but it was pretty damn big for a duplex because just our side of it, there was like 4 bedrooms, an upstairs and a downstairs, a living room, a kitchen, dining room.
Yeah.
So it was pretty damn big.
Okay. Bright Eyes, Arizona says she hopes that you looked at the book because it was a message when that happened.
Yeah.
Actually, I've actually read that book a couple of times throughout the years. It's a very interesting read.
Wow. Has it ever
I
done?
actually still have that book.
Does it ever fall off the shelf?
I think it's one of the oldest books in my collection.
Does it ever move for you where you're at?
No. I've never had that ever happen again.
Wow.
So it wasn't the book; it was something in the house.
Yeah.
I think it was something in the house.
Yeah, you know,
but I think
see-
it's just interesting the selection of books, though.
I see people in the comments saying, one guy, I'm not going to say his name, says books can't be haunted. That is incorrect. Demons, ghosts, spirits, whatever you want to call them, they can attach themselves to an object just as easy as you can a person. So
That's true. I believe in that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I appreciate you calling, Dr. Smitty. I really do, and I appreciate your support, and I'm glad you're here, buddy.
Thank you, Dr. Smith.
All right. Well, it was good being on here tonight. I'll stick around. Have a good night.
Yeah, please stick around. Have a good night.
All right.
Bye.
You see, Joker, with Dr. Smith, he passed the demon. Because he's got the book, but he doesn't think the book's the haunted piece. He passed it. You don't have to do that, people. Me and Joker are willing for a small fee to come and fix the demon problem.
Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters.
Got you covered.
What's up, Bertimus? How you doing, Bert?
Hello?
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 Hello.
I bet Bert passed the
Hello. So I got a story for you. I bought this house in 2008. It was a 1914 fixer-upper.
Uh-huh.
And it came with a lot of the old owners away. The husband had passed away in like 1982.
Uh-huh.
And then they just moved the woman over to a retirement home and just sold it as is. So we buy this house, we go in, he was like a cobbler, a Boy Scout leader, a former police officer. The calendar in the barn was still on the month and the year he died.
Uh-huh.
And she hadn't really touched any of his stuff. So fast forward to
Hold on a minute. I got a question, Bert. You bought an old folks home as is, right?
Yes.
And you guys didn't think to. I wonder how many people had passed in this house. You never thought about that before you bought it?
I did not. I knew he passed away in the front bedroom. They did disclose that part.
Uh-huh.
But I don't really believe in those things. So I didn't think anything of it.
All right.
So then fast forward to I'm trying to fall asleep in the bedroom, and I get like this cold draft behind me. I'm laying on my right side, and I feel this cold draft behind me. So I'm thinking just the blankets are just not on my back, right?
Did it touch
So
your
I go
butt?
to adjust. It was close.
It was close.
So I go to adjust the blanket to cover my back, and I figure out that it's already covered.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at the spot, and there's like an indent, like somebody is sitting on the bed next to me.
Yeah, some.
So
He's looking to get
that
lucky.
freaked me out.
He's looking to get lucky, Bert.
Yeah.
The desperate demon.
It sounded like, and then the other thing was like when I used to lay in bed, I used to hear footsteps. We had a walk-up attic, and I used to hear footsteps in the attic all the time. So that was really freaky. So eventually, I basically took holy water and sage and like tried everything, and
Holy water
and even verbally saying out loud like, "You're not welcome here. This is no longer your home."
Mm-hmm.
And it eventually stopped after a few months. It didn't last very long. I lived there 14 years, but it didn't last very long.
Well,
so that was freaky.
Let that be a lesson to you, not to buy any old folks' homes.
Yeah, that's a good lesson. I mean, but here I am buying a house in Florida, so it's heaven's waiting room.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
But
all right,
thanks for having me on.
Thanks for calling. Stick around.
All right, have a great show.
Bye.
Good night.
Hello. You're on Joker's
Hello, my
Wild.
darlings.
Smile and dial. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's Kay Daly.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to tell you a story.
Here we go.
That it was a dark and stormy night.
We're all ears.
No, actually, it was. This is actually a true story.
Okay.
We were in our house in Washington D.C. and we had some event going on at the house, and the kids were playing in the basement where the pool table was, and it had like a kitchen in the basement. It's sort of like an in-law suite down there. So it had a bedroom, kitchen, pool table, sort of living room area.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids were playing on the floor. And Patrick, eldest son, was about 7, 8 years old. Young Jack was probably 4, 5. And I was going through the basement to get something from the kitchen downstairs, and I all of a sudden stopped and looked at Patrick, who was sitting on the floor, and we both looked at the same time, and there was this figure that walked past both of us. And you couldn't see all of him. He was dressed in this old-fashioned clothing, had a hat on that was like, old-fashioned hat. He kept going past the pool table and then took a left turn right through the wall. And Patrick and I looked at each other. We both ran to the bedroom on the other side of the wall. Nothing there. I looked at Patrick. I'm like, you're not going to say a word. Child, you're not going to say a word. And that's the story.
Man. So do you think it was like a Democrat of yesterday, or?
Oh, could be. But no, more likely, I'm at a place now that is, in St. Thomas, it is all stone. And I think that sometimes it's just, it plays over and over again. I don't think it's hostile.
Yeah.
I think it's just sort of
what do they call those?
A movie.
There's a word for that. I can't think.
Yeah, there is. There is. And it happens here.
Yeah, it's shit. Anybody in the audience? Yeah. If anybody in the audience can remember the word I'm looking for a ghost that happens over and over again, I can't think of it right now.
Eatable ghost.
No, but there's all kinds of stories down here, and my daughter Reagan's room door opens at 3 a.m. Often. She has to lock her bedroom door.
Oh.
There's all kinds of stories.
Well, I mean, you are on the island, and there's probably got to be all kinds of history on the ground you're walking on every day.
Yep.
So
Slave history, sugar plantations, all of that. So you can hear on some nights, you can hear chains.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear, if the night's right, you can hear a very low, like, conversation going on,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not in English.
Oh,
not
wow.
in English.
Probably some type of Creole.
Oh, yeah.
Probably some Creole or something. Grandma Kate came through with us. The words I was looking for was residual haunting. That's what it was.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I was.
That's
Thanks.
it.
Good looking
Thank
out,
you,
Kate.
Grandma.
right.
All right. Well, I know you guys got other calls, but I just wanted to tell you guys, great show. Congratulations on it. Love you tons.
Thanks, Kate.
Right.
Or Kate. Yeah, thanks, Kate.
There we go. Thanks, Kate. All right.
Yeah. Kate, K. That's close.
Ghost story. Unbelievable. All right, we got a lot of people already in here. Make sure you're sharing it out far and wide. Tell them there's no place left to hide. Quote it out. We'll eventually get around to reposting your quote post. Drive it up to the top of the timeline. Blast it all the way out to our friends in Iran. See if they are in the stand and want to win the stand. All right, Joker. It's been a spooky night so far. We've talked about demons. We've talked about passing on the demon.
There we go.
We've offered our services to fight the damn demon.
Here we go.
Here we go. I hope that. Let's hope this.
Joker's Wild. Smile and dial. Who am I talking to?
This demon will be alcohol.
Okay.
There
It's
she
your favorite person.
Oh, it's my sweet Soviet. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to tell you the story about the forest. How
Okay.
about that?
Okay.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys know, but in Russia we used to go all the time to the forest to get the mushrooms, right?
Uh-huh.
Because you don't just go buy at the store. So every time we go, it's like everybody was telling us a story about Baba Yaga.
Uh-huh.
Do you know who that is?
No idea.
Say Bubba Gum?
Okay, that is a spirit that lives in the forest, and it's hunting the forest. So one day we went to the forest to pick up the mushrooms, and God help me if I did not run so fast, because it was a little lady walking around with a stick, and every time I turned around, she was behind me. But every time I will say and start screaming, I turned, and there was nobody there.
Rhodey, I believe you were
So
tripping.
what do you think happened?
I believe you were tripping. I believe the mushrooms got to you. That's what I
How
thought.
many mushrooms did she partake in
Well,
the magic forest?
what can I say? But when we collect the mushrooms, then you have to boil them with the onion to make sure that the onion didn't turn purple. And it didn't turn purple.
Well,
So they were a good mushroom.
well, I
They
mean,
sound like a good mushroom.
yeah, Drax said they sound like they was good mushrooms. He also wanted to know if the spirit you was talking about is named Bubba Gump. Is that what you're saying?
The
Bubba
spirit's
Gump?
name was Bubba Gum?
No, Baba Yaga.
Bubba Yaga.
Bubba Yaga.
It's Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Baba
All right,
Yaga.
well, that's Woden for Drax.
Yeah, it's a very famous Russian folk tale, folk whatever.
Folktale?
But yeah, that would. But you know what? Honestly, I'm not a fan of any paranormal, because I'm telling you right now, I don't even allow ashes of my, my in-laws in my house.
You don't allow the ash?
Because they were hunting the house.
Well, I'm not leaving her my urn anymore. That's for sure.
So it's just scary.
Ask Roden if she would tell somebody about it or pass on that.
I don't like anything that hunts anybody, because I'm the one that usually hunts.
Hang on for 1 sec, Rhodey. What was that, Drax?
The question I want to ask Roden, would she sell, if she knew her house was haunted, would she sell it to somebody without telling them it was haunted?
Okay, Rhodey, what he wants to know is if you was living in a haunted house and you were selling it and somebody was to buy your house, would you tell them it was haunted, or would you just pass it on?
Well, I would tell them, because I usually the one that hunts it.
She said.
Yeah, I heard the crazy lady. But ask her, so she would tell
No,
me.
I would definitely tell. But I usually do the homework when we bought the house. I make sure that we're not buying it on some kind of a burial site or whatever, because that will scare the crap out of me.
If you don't tell them,
Yeah, I don't like that stuff. But you guys have a lot of more callers, so I love you all. Congratulations. It's a great show. I'm enjoying it and laughing all the time here.
Well, I appreciate you, Brody. I do.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
You know what I'm saying, Joker? If you don't tell them, and then their house is, you had it, let's say you have your demon and you pass it on, and you don't tell them, I mean, and they have experience with the demon, so they're pissed. How can they prove that you had experience with the demon in the same place? I mean, it would affect your sale of your home.
I would say it'd be impossible to prove, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like, well, we want our money back that we bought it because you didn't tell us about a demon. All I'd have to do is have what demon, you crazy son of a bitch, right? Right? I mean, give me a break.
Also, I wanna say that thanks to Joe Lanou sending Drax some equipment. Hopefully this time next week we will have the phone thing figured out to where the caller can hear Drax and myself at the same time. Hopefully. Yeah. So give me a week from today and hopefully I'll have that all figured out. I've had so many people say, "How are you taking phone calls on your live stream?" I'm like, ancient Chinese secret, homie. Game is to be sold, not told, right?
Got to crack the code. My goodness, though. Good stories tonight so far. Good stories. But you guys, you can't just pass the demon on. You got to call us. We can come out there for the right, we'll work out something. We can take care of these problems.
That's right.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
All right. Should we do another video or is somebody else going to call?
Now let's hit another video until the next caller decides to grace us with their presence. We got a few more to roll through tonight.
Okay, here we go.
Tear it out, people.
146 years of American history, and it's all just sitting here.
The circus wagons are still here. Look at the gold carvings. Ringling Brothers was still touring America. 3 rings, still hanging above the center ring. Hard to believe this place once held thousands. The chains stayed, but the elephants finally got their freedom.
These were the lion and tiger wagons, but the cages never left. This is Clown Alley. The shoes here, the wigs are still here. Even the makeup mirrors are still set up, like everyone just walked away.
Standing in the center ring, thousands once watched from these seats. Now there's nothing left but the trapeze, still waiting.
I grew up hearing about Ringling Brothers. 146 years of American history, and now it's completely silent.
All right. Spooky place. A lot of creepy places out there. I'll try to find more. They've even got a lot of theme parks. They're pretty creepy out there. They've been closed for years.
Just so you guys know, cell phone, you do not have to be on a computer to call us. You can call us from any phone.
Yeah.
Any phone will do. I saw the question down there. Yeah, any phone will do. It does not have to be a computer. You can call from a cell phone. And the phone lines are open right now, so first come, first serve. Whoever dials quickest, there you go. It's 386-227-7284. Give us a call.
You find that one payphone in Flint, it's only $0.25. Call it.
I think we have one left in Dayton, too. It's like on the corner of Kiwi and Wayne, if anybody's familiar with Dayton. Not a good place to be. That's why
do you ever just go there to use the phone, like just to reminisce? Like,
no. Oh, no. I'm not touching that damn thing. I'll get the gift that keeps on wake up with dinker bumps on my mouth or something. I'm good on that.
Watch that one. There's one left in Flint. If you get to that phone, use a quarter, call in. You know the number. Crazy night. All right, let's roll on to the next. Would you go there, Joker? Would you stay the night at Ringling Brothers?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, it's still spooky places. Spooky.
Yeah. Well, should we play the big one?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right. This is a little bit long, but here we go.
Research that is looking at structures that are underneath the bottom of the pyramid, and incredibly controversial, very fascinating, and if it's accurate, it essentially rewrites all of human history.
For over a century, the world's brightest minds believed they had solved the Great Pyramid of Giza, a colossal tomb built by ancient humans using simple tools and a large brute labor force. But when all the archaeological data was fed into Grok AI, the results stopped making sense. The tool marks no longer match. The weight distributions defied explanation. What the AI detected wasn't a missing link. It was evidence that the mainstream narrative has been wrong from the start.
Ever since the first study of the Great Pyramid in Egypt had been made, researchers have been amazed at the mathematical knowledge that is encoded into the Great Pyramid, the measurements that are used in it. Even the placement of the Great Pyramid has aroused great interest among Egyptologists.
AI's role in the Giza mystery. In 2024, Elon Musk's Grok AI was granted unrestricted access to the complete data set on the Giza pyramids, archaeological surveys, construction analyses, astronomical alignment records, studies of mathematical relationships, geological assessments, and toolmark databases. The directive was precise. Analyze the data without theoretical commitment, without professional bias, and without any obligation to defend existing interpretations. What emerged was not a reinterpretation of a single anomaly, but a systemic pattern spanning multiple independent data categories, all pointing in the same direction. The first finding involved mathematical relationships encoded within the pyramid's dimensions. The ratio between the base perimeter and the height approximates 2 pi with an accuracy of about 0.05%. Additional ratios correspond to the golden ratio phi, a constant not formally described until ancient Greek mathematics more than 2,000 years later. Grok identified at least 7 independent dimensional relationships within the same structure, all of which reflect these constants. The probability that all 7 would appear randomly, without advanced mathematical knowledge, was calculated to be statistically negligible. Next, when the pyramid's height is multiplied by 43,200, the result closely approximates the Earth's polar radius. When the base perimeter is multiplied by the same number, the result approximates the Earth's equatorial circumference. The number 43,200 corresponds exactly to the number of seconds in 12 hours, suggesting deliberate scaling. Independent surveyors confirmed that the likelihood of this three-dimensional correspondence arising by chance is effectively zero. The structure appears to have been designed by individuals who possessed knowledge of the Earth's dimensions, knowledge that should not have existed at that time. Granite contains quartz crystals ranking 7 on the Mohs scale. Copper, the hardest metal available in Bronze Age Egypt, ranks only 2.5 to 3. Modern experiments cutting granite with copper tools and abrasive sand consistently produce deflected cuts, variable depth, and irregular surfaces. The cuts observed in the pyramid's granite do not behave this way. They maintain uniform depth and straight trajectories even as they pass through boundaries between minerals of different hardness, something copper tools with abrasive sand should not be able to achieve.
Well, this is the corridor. You can see it looks a bit like a chamber, and it was found by the Scan Pyramids Project, which is an international program that uses scans to look at unexplored sections of the ancient structure.
The most detailed evidence came from the Petrie core, a cylindrical granite sample recovered from the site. Along its surface, a helical groove runs from tubular drilling, flinders. Petrie measured the feed rate and derived pressure and rotational speed far beyond any known ancient manual drilling method. A year later, in March 2025, a group of researchers confirmed what Grok AI had revealed. According to their findings, the Pyramid of Khafra at Giza was not simply an ancient tomb or ceremonial monument. Beneath it, they argued, lay something far more immense, an enormous hidden complex buried deep underground. Using radar satellites from companies such as Capella Space and Umbra, the team directed radar waves toward the Giza Plateau. Their approach, known as Doppler tomography, was described by Professor Malanga as similar to medical ultrasound, except that instead of examining tissue, the signals penetrated layers of solid stone beneath the desert.
Just to begin, the work was done together with Corrado Malanga, who is the head of the research group, Armando May, and me.
The method relied heavily on granite, the same dense material used throughout the pyramid's internal construction. Because sound travels through granite differently than through air or water, the researchers treated the radar reflections as acoustic information. Under that interpretation, they claimed the stone effectively became transparent to their scans. Malanga even stated that, in this process, granite behaved as though it were clearer than glass. Once the radar data returned from beneath the plateau, artificial intelligence handled the reconstruction. The system sorted through the incoming echoes, removed background interference, and assembled the information into detailed three-dimensional models. According to the team, the AI reduced the influence of human interpretation and allowed the structures to emerge directly from the data itself. What appeared beneath Khafra was staggering. The model revealed an extensive underground network extending beneath the pyramid's foundation. Close to the base, 5 separate structural formations were present. Beneath them, 8 vertical shafts descended straight into the earth with giant cylindrical wells. The analysis suggested the shafts extended nearly 648 meters downward, dramatically deeper than the height of the pyramid above them. Coiling around each shaft were spiraling formations resembling colossal staircases twisting into the darkness below. But the deepest scans suggested something even more extraordinary. Far beneath the range where the clearest radar returns could reach, the AI identified 2 gigantic cube-like chambers hidden in the depths. Each measured approximately 80 meters across on every side, large enough to rival the interior volume of a cathedral. Sealed beneath layers of stone and silence, the chambers appeared untouched for millennia. The researchers rejected the idea that these were random distortions or imaging errors. The same formations appeared repeatedly in separate scans taken from multiple angles and at different times. According to the team, the evidence consistently pointed to the same conclusion. The shafts, the spirals, and the massive cube-shaped chambers existed. Together, they described the system as a vast underground counterpart to the pyramid itself, an enormous hidden architecture concealed for more than 4,500 years. Engineer Biondi explained that the work was built upon a peer-reviewed study released in 2022 concerning the Great Pyramid. But this time, he said, the scale was exponentially larger. The implications were unsettling. If the pyramids visible above ground represented only a fraction of the structure, then something vastly bigger might remain hidden beneath the plateau. Dr. May pushed the interpretation further into controversial territory. He connected the findings to ancient Egyptian writings, referencing the halls of Amenti from the Emerald Tablets alongside passages in the Egyptian Book of the Dead describing deep chambers, vertical passageways, and systems tied to water and light descending from above. His suggestion was unmistakable. Perhaps these myths were not symbolic stories at all, but fragmented accounts of real structures humanity had long forgotten. In his view, modern technology had finally uncovered what the texts had been describing for centuries. That naturally raised the central question. Could the formations simply be geological anomalies? An unusual arrangement of rock mistaken for architecture? Professor Malanga dismissed the possibility. The geometry, he argued, was too exact. The repeated shafts and spirals followed patterns too deliberate to be accidental. Random geology alone, he insisted, could not account for such consistency. Yet even if the structures were real, their purpose remained entirely unknown. One proposal suggested they functioned as massive stabilization systems, anchoring the pyramid deep into the bedrock to prevent long-term shifting or collapse. Another interpretation focused on the spirals, shafts, and giant chambers together, arguing that the entire arrangement resembled part of an enormous technological apparatus, something comparable to the resonant energy concepts once imagined by Nikola Tesla. Whether that comparison was serious speculation or merely an offhand remark remained unclear, but almost immediately after the claim spread, criticism followed. Established Egyptologists rapidly challenged the findings, arguing that the methods were deeply flawed and the conclusions unsupported. Within hours, the discovery that had stunned the public became engulfed in controversy, skepticism, and fierce academic backlash.
And thus the Stargate was built. Wow.
That's right. Yep. They built the Stargate.
And thus the Stargate was built where the demons come through. Wow. The map to the stars. The map to the stars.
And Jess, the phone lines are open. I just refreshed it. I don't know why your call's not going through. I could call her if you pass me the number. I could call her. It's up to you.
Here, we'll go and see if she says it's okay, and I'll pass that on by. All right. Okay. The Stargate. I really did that video. I was like, are they going to get to the Stargate part? Are they set up and go to the other side?
I don't know, man, but
earlier we were talking about 2 dimensions. Don't you think that pyramid's kind of that's some spooky shit? And they still don't know who built it.
they can't prove anything. I was thinking while that video was going on, okay, now you don't have to be a biblical scholar to answer these questions because they're pretty simple. Okay, who gave the direction to build the ark? God, right? Who did he give them to? Moses, right? They built the ark, right? Who was Moses saving the people from? Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so they can't find the ark, and they won't let us explore all of the Egypt pyramids and the Sphinx and all that.
You think we would have explored them all by now? But
They won't let it. They won't let us.
Why?
I don't know. Where are they hiding?
What are they hiding? Yeah. What's in this? What are they? It looks like a maze down there, like Indiana Jones country. But you think by now, yeah, we would know everything. Do they know everything? Are you saying they're hiding it from us? Do they know?
They hide a lot from us, bro. It's hard to tell. Yep. Not a call yet. This is crazy.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna shoot you a number to dial in on our line here.
All right.
Let's check your text.
I'm looking at it. Oh, there we go.
Buddy.
Joker's Wild, smile and dial. Who am I talking to? Hello? Oh, you got your sound going in the background. Whoever you are.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, this is Meg.
Hey, Meg, how are you?
Well, good, Joker and Drax. Okay, so I got one for you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Drax?
you. Fine.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
You're good.
My voice is, it's a little low, sorry. And this is real recent. So I've always had dreams and premonitions in my dreams ever since I was like age 6. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Like I even dreamed JFK's assassination 2 weeks before it happened.
Oh, wow.
And my mom, of course, yeah. I was born in 1958, okay? And,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a late boomer. I'm 68. But anyway, and my mom just said, oh, you have a vivid imagination, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, this occurs with, like, my family and friends, people that I care about. I always have weird stuff, okay, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is recent. 2 nights ago, I had a dream that my sister, she lives up here in Washington like me in her house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a dream. She's my younger sister, and she slams open my front door. And I look up because I sit with the computer in my living room, right?
Right.
And I look at her and I go, sis, what are you doing? And she looks at me, but she looks like 20, well, she looks a lot younger. And she has the box haircut. Back when we were young girls in grade school, we had the square box haircuts way back, in grade school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I woke up and I thought, well, that's really weird. Okay, so today, actually this morning, I get a call. She had 3 daughters, okay? So I get a call from the oldest daughter, Shayla,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes, Mom is in the hospital, and they don't know what's going on. Her blood pressure's really low, and she's kind of like borderline diabetic, whatever, but nothing serious. But anyway, and so they're trying, she was bleeding when she was going to the bathroom and stuff, a bunch of weird stuff. But anyway, I'm like, oh my God. So she was in the ER, so now they transferred her to another hospital, a bigger one,
Mm-hmm.
and they're still doing procedures to try to figure it out. So it kind of makes me feel bad because I'm kind of a spiritual person. I believe in God and Jesus, and we grew up that way and, all that. But I'm also spiritual, that I've kind of gone on my own journey too, to enhance everything like that. And I've heard that when people die, sometimes they show up like to you that they're younger. And so that kind of makes me nervous. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to pass that on because it's kind of on my mind. Sorry, I hate to bug you guys, but
You didn't bug me. I'm glad you called. I appreciate you calling.
Good story.
Okay, well, thanks, guys. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for calling, Meg.
All right, phone lines are open 386-227-7284.
We had 2 calls while we were on the phone with her.
Call back in.
Ladies and gents, call back. The phone lines are open right now. First come, first serve. I answered the first one. Everybody's got to wait until that caller's done. There we go. Joker's Wild, Smile and Dial. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you? It's me. It's just me.
It's just me. Just me.
It's just me.
It's just me.
Jess.
What's going on, Jess?
Not much. I ended up having a call from my husband's phone. I don't know what's going on with mine. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, it was weird because I was told that you couldn't make it through. I'm like, oh, that's weird.
I kept on saying Google subscriber not available, and I was like, all right, well.
Oh, that's because I couldn't answer the phone call while you were calling. So that just means somebody else is on the line when you were calling. That's all.
There we go. Well, mystery solved. So last week you asked me if I had a story, and I do.
Okay.
When me and my husband went on our honeymoon, we went to Jamaica. On several islands that we visited on our honeymoon, but we went to Jamaica.
Okay.
And when we were there, we went to this place called Rose Hall Manor. If anybody knows anything about Rose Hall Manor, well, that's owned by Johnny Cash. And well, now it's owned by his estate, of course. But anyway, this woman, she was a witch, and she killed all of her husbands in different ways, horrible ways, nasty ways. True story, go look it up. But she fell in love with her slave, and her slave was in love with somebody else. And she ended up killing them too. They found her, and they put her inside of this big tomb. The reason I'm telling you this story is there's a mirror. If you go to Rose Hall Manor, there's a mirror there. And if you take a picture of yourself in this mirror, something weird will come up. My husband took a picture of it, and a shirt that we didn't even take with us on our honeymoon, he was wearing in it. It was a shirt he had gotten rid of 2 years ago, and he was wearing it in the mirror.
Well,
so I actually have proof of that one.
in all fairness, that slave was an idiot because he was a slave that could have been freed, and he was thinking with the wrong head, I think.
That's right. And he could have been like king of the castle, you know?
Yeah, he could have went from pauper to king, you know what I mean? What a dumbass.
Yep,
What a dumbass. I'd have smacked him upside the head like, what are you thinking, idiot?
They didn't say that they came smart, but
yeah.
He could have been a king of the castle.
There you go.
Idiot.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you calling, Jess.
Yep. Have a good night, fellas.
You too. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye.
Look, I see we got 10 calls down there in the chat. 10 call in, tell us a ghost story. You guys know the number. Phone lines are open. Wow. What's on deck, Joker? Do we got another clip ready?
We got a bunch of clips, bro.
Oh, phone lines open. Don't be shy. 386-227-7284.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You scare me! That's not funny. I was cleaning the slide. Holy shit!
Yeah, fuck. When's it end?
Booger! Don't fucking do that. Don't do that.
There we go. Wow, scaring the hell out of people. Speaking of that, you know, Gigi scared the hell out of me last night.
Oh yeah,
Well,
do tell.
when I go on my walk, there's a cemetery over yonder. There's a spigot. There's a spigot that has water in it. And it's hot out in the summer, so my mouth was dry, and I said, "Man, I just want to go to there's a spigot in the cemetery. I just go over there and get a drink." So I'm going up in there last night, and I got my earbuds in. I think it was Buck in one ear, and you got Gigi both on the phone. Gigi starts. Oh, I'll tell you guys later, man. You'll love it. Make our call and see who it is. And we'll tell you about how I like to drink water.
Joker's Wild. Smile and dial. Thanks for calling. Who am I talking to?
Man, it's about time y'all answered your phone. I've been calling all night. My pizza never showed up.
Your pizza never showed up, huh?
It's Ken.
Oh, it's Walls. Walls the Walls.
It's Mr. Walls. Mr. Ken Walls, everybody.
Ken Walls.
Mr. Ken Walls.
Creator of Profile.
What's going on?
Hold on. Let me give you a proper welcome. Here we go.
Creator of Profile.
There you go.
I thought it was a nutraceutical.
What's going on, buddy?
Did I miss something? I missed the proper welcome.
I had to give you the applause, man. I had to make sure everybody clapped.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
All hail the Walls.
Well, next week I hope to have all the details worked out to where the caller can hear the show and Drax and everything worked out. Joe Lanu donated some equipment to us, and I got to get it all worked out and set up. I just got it late last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That can be tricky.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not hard. You got this.
Yeah, I'll get it figured out.
Yeah.
So you got a story for us?
Sweet.
That's story?
No, I don't have any ghost stories.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Ghost even high.
Drax told me to call in. I just called. Oh, did you want me to bring a ghost story?
Any kind of story.
I mean, I've been ghosted by some chicks in the past.
There you go.
There you go.
They're a different form of demon.
I'm just kidding, man. No, I don't really have any ghost stories. I don't know. Is that what this entire show is about? Ghost stories?
Or when you got the hell scared out of it.
What about when you got the hell scared out of you? Any good stories about that?
Well, I'm typically the one doing that. My wife hates me for it.
Well, tell us a story about you scaring her then. How about that?
I do. It's every day. Like, she's like, "What is wrong with you, you weirdo? Why are you always creeping around like that?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? We have
I'm
concrete
sure that's
floors.
normal
I'm
legal
not
in
creeping anywhere." What the hell are you talking about? I was walking down the hallway. I didn't, there are times when I do it intentionally, especially when she's in the bathroom putting on makeup, and I sneak in, and she loves that.
You love it?
I'm kidding. She doesn't.
When you're putting her mascara on, for God's sake.
It seems as though your pizza was delivered to Lisa. We've just been notified.
Every time Walls got a pizza, he got up followers. That ain't even fair.
Oh, it's funny.
And,
Well, that's
G-
all right.
and Gigi's mad. Gigi's also mad that you aren't sharing your pizza because
I want a pizza. Last time they all got delivered, everybody got a
Oh, right. Does sound good.
You know.
So are we not talking? We're not talking about Carmelo Anthony or anything tonight.
No,
that's a good.
No. This is no.
You said no.
Well, thanks, Party Crasher. All right, hang up on Walls.
Anyway, no, I don't have any stories.
All right, well, you
I
have a
just
great
wanna call
night.
and be a part of your show and say
Have
what's up.
Have a good night, Ken. Appreciate your call.
All right.
Later. All right. You guys want to hear it then? So I'm walking. Yeah, Walls. Well, get this, Joker. So last night I got the earbuds in, so I'm walking again. Parched, and I wanted to get some water out of the cemetery over here. It's spigot. Damn it. We should mute them. I love this story. Now that we got it. pull this word out of the wall.
Thanks for calling Jokers Wild. Smile and dial. What do you got for us?
What I got for you? I can
Yeah.
help you with your technical issues.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Zach?
Zach's out roaming around.
What's up?
How about it?
Zach, the WrestleManiac. How you doing, buddy?
There he is.
Doing good. How you doing tonight?
Ask him if you've ever been tempted by a demon.
Drax wants to know if you've ever been contacted by a demon, tempted by a demon, harassed by a demon, any of those with the demon.
Nope.
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 The force is strong with this one, Drax.
Force is good with him.
Yeah, I can help you with your technical issues with the calls.
Okay. Well, I'll be getting hold of you probably in the morning.
All right.
There we go. Be
Hey,
good,
work.
Zach.
Well, I appreciate your call,
Great.
Zach.
Welcome anytime. Love you guys.
Have a good one, buddy.
Have a good one.
All righty.
All right, mute that thing. So last night I'm walking. I got Buck in one ear, Gigi in the other ear. I want a drink of water from the cemetery because it's hot as shit, and I'm trying to get my miles in. I go to walk in there, and I was there just talking away, and then Gigi goes and starts reading something, like to herself. But I can hear this, and I heard this like whispering. I thought for a second that there's something in that damn cemetery, and I turned around and took off, and like started walking fast. Then I finally said, "What the hell is that?" And Gigi's like, "I'm just reading." And so I got the hell out of there. It spooked the shit out of me.
Can't say I don't blame you. Can't say I don't blame you.
Didn't even get my water out of the spigot. Didn't even get it.
All right. He got it. He got it out. I'm gonna unmute the phone
There you
now.
go. Now let them ring in.
Yeah,
Tell us
nobody-
about the demons.
I think you scared them all away from the phone.
I'm waiting for the next call. Because this girl was like, "Tell us about your demon." Well, I was addicted to alcohol for about 40 years. Oh my god.
The possum was whispering, Drax. That's what Nola said.
There it is. Little bastards are out in force out there.
All right, check this clip out here real quick.
Musically.
Oh, bro.
Are you ready? Look. Are you serious?
What the fuck?
You keep asking me.
Can you just give Grace?
Ready, but still in a robe.
Oh! Shit! Who did this?
Bambi.
Mommy.
What the hell?
Fuck it. Y'all broke my $300 last.
¡Joder, tu pinche madre! ¡Pero llévame! ¡Oh, Mari!
The girl slick. So tight.
Oh, God!
Musically.
Oh, bro.
Are you ready? Look. Are you serious?
Pull me back on. Wow. Okay.
There we go.
That was a trick one. But have you ever seen anybody just walk right through a glass door?
I have. I
Yeah.
have.
It's nuts. People die that way. They all drunk, run through the glass door.
Phone lines are still open, folks.
Couldn't do it.
You got about 25 minutes.
25
Give us a
minutes.
call.
For your guts. Tell your stories before we jump off the air tonight. We learned a lot tonight. People pass their demons on.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to take care of the problem. I think you got to take care of the problem. If you don't want to tell the person, the least you can do is like Iris did, some sage,
Yep.
a prayer over it, some holy water, crucifix.
Yep. You gotta pray in every room.
At least try. Lay out a format.
Mm-hmm. Jess says she's got more stories. You know the number, lady. Phone line's open.
Let's go on to the next clip while we're waiting on the phone.
Oh, okay. This is one that you sent me earlier today.
You're looking at a real American town that's been burning underground since 1962, and nobody has been able to stop it. This house stood here before the fire started, and somehow it's still standing more than 60 years later.
This used to be the town's coal company office. Decisions that shaped Centralia were made right inside this building.
Some locals once believed this church stood at the center of the town's curse. Even after everyone left, it remained standing.
Some people still believe this church is the reason Centralia never completely disappeared. While the town burned beneath the ground, this church remained standing above it. Locals have shared stories about this church for years. Nobody seems to agree on what's inside.
You're looking at a real American town that's been burning underground since 1962.
Wow.
I don't know why those are looping.
Is that true, though? That's bullshit. It's still smoking? It's 1962?
I'm pretty sure that was AI.
That's what I was saying last.
Well, listen, Jess is saying I should tell stories. I got quite a few of them, actually. Okay, I was about, I think I was like 12. My brother and my sister, who were 5 and 6 years younger than me, had a room that they had to share. I had my own room. And I was like I said, 12, 13, not sure. I had a stereo. It was pretty big stereo. But it wouldn't turn off. So at the end of the night, I would have to unplug it whenever I wasn't using it, right? Because it was big, but it was all right for a 12-year-old. But in real world, it was a piece of crap. So it was a weeknight. I was in bed, and about 3 o'clock in the morning, my stereo comes on. I'm like, okay. So I go over there. I pushed the power button, and it didn't have any effect because I'm half asleep. And it dawns on me, I unplugged it. So I go back, I look to see if it's unplugged. It's unplugged. And I went in, I got my mom up, and had her come in, and she's like, unplug your stereo. Like, she's looking at me like I'm dumb, and I show her the plug. Damn plug was unplugged. There's nothing, no power going to this stereo, and it was going. There's no way. All I could do was turn it down. There's no way to turn it off. It had no power, and when I woke up the next morning, it was no longer on. I don't know how that happened. I don't understand it. Oh, there we go. Joker's Wild, Smile and Dial. What you got for us tonight?
Hi, this is Faith. How are you?
Hi, Faith. How are you, dear?
I'm doing good. I thought I'd call in and see if I could give you a little story.
Oh, sure. I'd love to hear it.
Well, it was weird because about a year ago, I lived in an apartment that was made from an old hotel. And this hotel was made into really nice apartments, but they were the hotel really was big in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why I saw what I saw, that I was sitting in my living room one night watching TV, and then, the lights are on, but there's not very many of them on. Mm-hmm. And I just see like 3, I don't know if they were ghosts, they must have been ghosts, but they were kind of dark. They had dark clothes on, I couldn't make out 2 of them. And they were kind of floating up to the ceiling and going back down.
Wow.
It was really creepy.
So did you scream or anything like that?
No, I was trying to talk to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird?
That's a different approach. Most people would have ran and scared you like hell.
Okay, I know, but I mean, what choices did I have?
I guess you did the right thing by
Ran.
showing them you. I guess you did the right thing by
Yeah.
showing them you wasn't scared, right?
There you go.
I wasn't, and it seemed like they were trying to communicate to me, but they couldn't talk, so
Right.
I didn't hear any words or noises,
How were they dressed?
and they were just like really dark
Just dark
clothes,
clothes.
and they would float up and float back down, and that was creepy.
Yeah.
They go up to the ceiling and come back down, and then go off to the side of the ceiling and come back down over to the other side.
Uh-huh.
And so I would just watch them.
Yeah.
It's like they realized that I was seeing them for some reason, and it was different for them. I don't know.
Wow.
That is creepy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I never saw them again.
Did you have any witnesses to it? Like, was anybody with you when that happened?
No, there wasn't,
No.
of course, right? And I've never told anybody.
Oh.
But like I said, this was an older hotel with very, very thick block walls. You know how they used to use block to build these buildings back in the 50s?
Mm-hmm.
And this was a town that had mansions in it, and I was right close to the section of the mansions in downtown. So I think there's probably a lot of paranormal around there.
I am not afraid of ghosts at all, and I don't think Drax is either. By the way he's talking.
Well,
my only reluctance is, I just don't want him to attach to me and me take him home.
Yeah. They're always
Oh, absolutely. And I don't know, I just didn't feel afraid of that. I'm a believer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like he's protecting me and my family members, everybody that loves him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I thought it was weird because they were kind of freaked. They were freaked out over me because I was watching them.
Hmm.
So it was a little bit different. I don't know. I've never had it before.
Have you had anything happen since?
No, not at all. I've moved since then, and
Mhm.
I was still there for a little while. It was over a year ago, and I was still there until the end of last year, and so I had plenty of time for them to come back out and visit.
And this is in Chicago, did you say?
No. It's in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I used to live in Oklahoma City. Yeah, that's a hot state right there.
One hot state. Yep. I moved. I don't live in the same town, but anyway, that I think it was the hotel I was, in that they had remodeled.
Yeah.
It was that old. It was really popular in that town. A really small town, though.
Well,
Yeah, it's just a really weird deal.
Well, I appreciate you calling. I really do.
Well, I appreciate you guys.
You have a good night, Frenchie.
I will. Thank you, brother.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good story. Good story.
Yep.
Excellent.
All I could think about is how my air conditioner isn't working tonight. Oh, jeez.
My goodness, it's got to be on. I've encountered a ghost before.
You have you?
Yeah, when
Tell me your ghost story.
I was a kid. I was at my grandparents' house, and there's a stairwell that goes down to the basement and has a turn, like a platform where you turn to go down more stairs. I was down there playing with a little Matchbox car, and my grandfather's slippers were down at the bottom of the stairs, and I was wide awake and stuff. So I was just a kid, and I turned around. Those slippers kind of chased me up the stairs and ran me out of that area. That's it. It wasn't nothing. And I looked back and nothing's there. But I seen these slippers. They chased me up the damn stairs.
Huh.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I never told anyone. I just said, well, I had my Matchbox in the hand. I said, I'm just never going to play right there anymore. So that was that. Didn't tell anyone. I just said that was weird. And I went over and that was that. Later on, as I'm growing up and they're learning about everything that went on before you're born and shit. They bought the property that they bought it from was when a guy hung himself right there,
Ooh.
right in that same area that this happened to me.
Wow.
I had never said a word to them, my parents, or nothing. I just said, well, I'm never going to play there anymore. In my mind as a kid, I just kind of blocked it out. Like, well, we just won't go there no more. And yeah, later on, I found out a guy was hung right there, right where it happened.
That's crazy. I just saw where NOLA has a case of the running slippers.
Yeah,
Why is it?
well, that's what she's talking about. That's the slippers that chased poor Drax up the stairs.
Right.
Yeah. It was
Right.
great. I mean, you think back, and I think on it still, even now, and I remember it happening as clear as day.
Were they ruby red?
No, they were just two old man slippers, grandpa slippers chasing you up the stairs. Crazy.
All right, folks, phone lines are open. We only got about 15 minutes remaining. 386-227-7284. 386-227-7284.
Right, roll us in. We got another clip?
Yeah, let's see what we got here. I'm sure I got at least one more. Oh, here's the one that you sent me. It really isn't paranormal, but...
Two predators are willing to challenge a python of this size. Using powerful coils, these giant snakes can overpower animals much larger than themselves. Today, an adult lioness has become trapped. As the python tightens its grip, the rest of the pride quickly moves in. One by one, the lions circle, charge, and look for an opening, forcing the snake to defend itself from every direction. The python remains focused, keeping its coils wrapped around the lioness, while raising its head toward every approaching lion. The lions continue pressing forward, but the snake refuses to give ground. For several tense moments, neither side gains a clear advantage. The lions remain determined. The python remains locked in place. And as the confrontation continues, the outcome is still uncertain. In the wild, not every battle has an immediate ending. Sometimes survival becomes a test of endurance, patience, and determination. What do you think happened next? Follow for more wildlife stories and animal encounters. Few predators are willing to challenge a...
It's scary to Drax because I'm not really a snake fan,
I'm not either. I hate snakes.
In the end, they won. That's what matters.
Yeah.
They cornered the snake. All right, go ahead, Joe.
The only good snake is a fake dead snake.
There you go. That's the thing. Right. That's why I like that one. They won. All right, did you get that clip of the seminary? That's the
yeah.
I want to hear.
Here we go.
As a kid, did you have a place you swore it was haunted? That's how some kids felt in southern Genesee County about the Fenton Seminary. Let us tell you about the history and the hauntings of this place. Built in 1868 under the authority of the Baptist Church, the Fenton Seminary was more than a school. It was also a sanctuary for retired ministers, but some believe the building was cursed.
You're gonna have to do
a fire in 1899 damaged the building. When it was rebuilt, whispers of strange occurrences began. The spirit of an old minister staring from a window was seen by many. Over the years, many stories and hauntings have happened. People also saw shadowy figures, faint footsteps, and ghostly whispers around the seminary's grounds.
I still like the pig.
A fire in 2004 and a windstorm in 2013 damaged the building beyond repair. After being condemned, the building was razed in 2015.
Yeah.
So, do you have a haunted place when you were a kid?
Rock on. The Fenton Seminary. That building existed probably less than 5 minutes in the other direction of me.
You got any stories about it?
Well, I never heard the one about the priest. I mean, we always knew growing up that there was a fire there when there was a seminary. And there was a tale in the town that the children were tied up to their beds. But I think that was bullshit. And as far as in high school, by high school time, we had already entered there through a broken door, and we would hang out up there, and go walk around all you want. I mean, it was very old.
Yeah.
My name was spray painted in the upstairs of it. We hung out there a lot, and but it was dangerous as hell. But I never, in all the times that we were in there just hanging out, personally, I never experienced nothing. Nothing. The craziest thing about that building there, and it collapsed. I think it was during COVID. I heard it collapse. Even I heard the sound of it go down. The crazy thing about that building, there was tunnels underneath the house that people would put suits on and lights like they're miners and go down into these tunnels and crawl. And if you crawled so far underneath the seminary building, you would open up into rooms down there. And those rooms were the Underground Railroad built underneath it.
Wow.
Yeah, and I never went all the way into the tunnels. I just jumped down there and seen how long. Where I was like, ain't no chance I'm crawling there. You could hear this huge building moving back and forth while you were down in the tunnel. So if you went way far, I mean, as far as you can go, that's when it would open up to the rooms of the Underground Railroad.
Nice.
Yeah, but I never, like I said, in all the times I was there, besides that was trippy to me. You know, like being in the tunnel and hearing the house shift above you. You know, but as far as ghosts or anything, never saw it. Never heard or saw anything. And the cops ran us out a couple of times and said, "Get out of here," you know, that kind of shit. But
Did they ever actually catch you though?
what, the cops?
Yeah.
They only caught us when we were like in 8th grade up there running around. But by the time we were high schoolers, no, they never really got back onto us while we were in there.
Gotcha.
It was like the sunken gardens I showed you. These were like different places that we would meet up to start our night.
I got one for you. Here we go. Check this one out. This one I think will scare everybody here.
They sell it all. It became something quite natural. Everything makes sense. And you're going up what they call the bridge. You're doing this outing, and this is good. And the next one, well, it's not quite as good. It didn't quite make sense to you, but you know, you've already paid for the next one, so you do that one.
The bridge, it's a metaphor. Your spirituality, your relationship to others. The person is supposed to become more able as they go up the bridge. And then there are the torpedoes operating faith and faithfulness and spiritual gifts. That's the soul of the person.
No one in the room even notices as the creepy head of the styling mannequin seems to just slowly turn to look at the family. But it doesn't stop there. The head not only turns, but seems to slowly glance back and forth to take a good look around. Finally, the mannequin head makes such a rapid movement that even the entire family notices. And understandably, they just kind of freak right out.
Here's clip 2. My little girl jumped off the couch, ran over to me. I'm frantically telling my husband, oh my God, she just looked at me. My daughter's covering her mouth. I'm like, oh my God. He's looking behind, there's nothing there. I'm covering my face like, oh my God, I cannot believe this happened. And now I'm gesturing at the living room camera, saying, get your phone. You've got to look at this. You've got to look at that footage.
Creepy.
What do you think? What would you do if that were you?
Creepy.
Are you selling the house?
Selling the house.
Are you selling the house?
Sometimes you have no choice. You gotta leave it.
Yeah.
To that area. You know? It depends. I mean, I lived in a haunted house for years back home. You know, but I've always said this because that's why I believe it was haunted. I've lived in many houses, but only one I'll ever say had something going on spiritually. Only one.
I've had quite a few, man. I'm not gonna. Well, the main two were the one when I was 12, and then the one I lived in my teen years. But the one in my teen years, I'm pretty sure was clear when we moved there. It's just that I had my brother and my sister thought it'd be cool to make a Ouija board, which we all know that's the worst kind to have. And my brother, my sister, and a bunch of their friends actually were messing with the Ouija board one night. I had to get rid of it.
Wow. Yeah, those things are dark. They open up portals.
Yep. And I'm not lying, from that night on, there was all kinds of trouble with that house. All kinds of trouble.
Yeah, I grew used to the trouble at my mother's house. You know?
Mhm.
And with my mom, I mean, it's long gone now, so it don't matter what there's stories of what happened after we sold the house. But I will say this about it tonight. When she sold the house, she came up to my work one day and she goes, you better stop all your shit and don't tell anybody that, you know, about that haunting shit, because there was problems with the sale. I mean, it wasn't like they did anything, but these people were pissed that, you know, they were like, there's something going on. Nobody told them.
Jess says she has a crazy one of that. Well, call us and tell us about it. We've got like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Like I said, I've always knew the house I grew up in, just the first one, there was a lot of activity there. And when I moved to my other houses, no. Even this one that was built, this was built in the 90s, and nothing. There's nothing. I scare the shit out of myself sometimes, but that's about it.
All right, here's our last clip of the night. Ready?
Ah!
Can you find me? Can you find me? I'm here. Where? Behind you, look. Behind you. I'm right behind you. Oh, don't be scared.
There's nothing here.
Fuck, dude. How am I gonna fucking clean this shit?
Can you find me?
What the fuck?
Can you find me?
I don't know, bro.
I'm here.
Bitch, where?
Behind you. You seem so scared. All I wanted to do was play with you. What is that? I'm so hungry.
Oh fuck no. Oh fuck no. What the? Oh shit.
Give me the baby!
Kind of what I experienced when I was trying to get to that cemetery and Gigi's reading something and whispering. Scare the shit out of me. Oh my goodness, nobody has no other stories. They're not calling in. We got a few minutes to go. You want another story?
Yeah, let's hear it.
You want to hear another one? All right. So, told you the first house I live in, it was pretty much really active, you know. And my ex-wife, before we were married, we would kind of go back there on the weekend because we lived with other couples. So it was like when Eunice would take off, we'd go back to the old house and stay there. Well, one time Eunice had to go down to West Virginia for a funeral. But nobody was there. So we went back, stay at the house, enjoy it, swim in the pool. We slept in the bedroom where at my house, the original owner passed away.
Uh-huh.
The next morning, you know, and all this time too, as you're growing up thinking maybe you're just a kid, you know, and you get older, so all this stuff isn't real. Nothing's really there.
Mm-hmm.
I told my wife, you know, I go, yeah, there's sometimes weird stuff, but it could have just been me. And we wake up the next morning, and she goes, hey, you're, just to let you know, your mom's home. I said, oh, you got back already? She goes, yeah, but to let you know, she must be still upset about the funeral. And she goes, because she was sniffling when she was in here and getting in a drawer. And she goes, and then she went down and did the laundry. And then we got up, and I started looking around the house, and ain't no one there, you know. And I call over to my aunt's house, and I say, hey, did they get back this morning? And she goes, nah, man, they're still down south in West Virginia. Ain't nobody was in that house.
So Ghost did your laundry? That's awesome.
Actually, you heard like somebody down there like shutting the lid and turning it on, stuff like that.
Nice.
I didn't hear this. Like I said, I was woken up by somebody saying this is what, you know, they're home and they did this and this and this, and I heard them. They came in the room. I saw them, you know, move something, get in the drawer. Nothing was there.
Well, listen, I would happily have a ghost to do my laundry. I'm just saying that's a sounds like a good problem to have.
Hang on. Jessica's asking, Drax, have you gotten your steps in? No, I'm going to take my steps tonight, and I'm going to make sure that Gigi's not on the phone if I want to get a drink out of the spigot at the cemetery. See what you guys got to look forward to in life.
Yep. Okay, we got time for one call. If anybody wants to call, one call.
Scary stories.
One call. Or I could prank.
Notice, the UFO stuff has died down ever since they had the release of nothing.
You what?
That release, they did all that UFO stuff, and nobody, I haven't seen much of it this week. Everybody's dying down about it.
Yeah, it's not as big of a deal as what the government thinks it is. I don't think.
Oh, it's okay to have
But
a little month.
I'm expecting. I guess this Burchett, as you know, thanks for sending me here. He is pushing. I guess there's stuff that Luna and Burchett have seen, and a couple other people have seen that they're pushing for. That is indisputable, up close, 4K. I guess they've got a couple clips of some beings that aren't human, I guess, and they're pushing for that to be released. But
Look out, X Spaces magnet. Wow, they'll be terrible. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed.
Oh, there we go. The last call. Joker's Wild, Smile and Dial. Who's calling?
It's Bob.
Hey, Bob.
All right. I
Hello,
know
Mike.
timing on it different or what. It ain't the same thing on the screen. To get away from the TV.
Okay.
All right. Are you familiar with Andersonville, Georgia? It's a national park down there.
No, not really.
All right. So basically, that's where they had the Civil War. There's a big gravesite that's got all the Civil War memorabilia. They had a concentration camp down there. So my sister and one of her friends one night we would go. It's my half sister. We were going over there to see her dad. So it's in that direction, and we pulled in there just to look around. And there's really nothing. If you ever go down there, there ain't nothing. I ain't been there so long. I'm sure it's changed, but there's a railroad track when you come in. You go right over it. All right. After that, we're sitting there, and we parked right in front of where they got the little phone booth, and it's basically a phone booth and the post office and the police. Or well, no, it's the police station and the post office. So we're sitting there, and they were talking about it's haunted or whatever, with all the stuff down there, and we're just sitting there talking. And next thing you know, a ghost train goes by. It's just like, no, you can't hear the train or nothing, but you know how it's got now they got the arms that come down, but back then there's no arms. It's just a blinking light.
You got to describe this train to us.
Describe the train.
Yeah.
It is, you couldn't really see the train. All you could hear was just the thing go off. All of a sudden, there's nothing there.
Okay.
Like no noise, no wind, no nothing. We're just sitting there talking, looking around.
Mm-hmm.
And it come by. We didn't stay very long after that, though, because we were just talking about it being haunted. It was like right after my sister was the one talking about it, and that happened.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Now, did you guys walk towards the tracks or anything like that, or?
I walked over in that direction, and they were like, let's go. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't see anything. I looked. I was like, man, what set that off? It had me curious.
See, I'm the same way. If I hear or see or got suspicions of anything like that stuff, I got to walk towards it. I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, look up Andersonville, Georgia.
Okay.
And it's Andersonville National Historic Site.
Okay.
Yep. And it's pretty cool.
I wonder.
I haven't been down there in years, so I know it's probably changed some since I've been down there.
I wonder if there's any video of the ghost train, Andersonville ghost train.
I bet you there probably is.
I'll have to check it out.
Yep.
All right. Well,
that's all. The only other crazy thing I got, I have to save that for next time. I don't want to run out.
Yeah. Buddy. Yeah.
I appreciate you calling, Bob.
All right. You have a good one, brother.
Good night, buddy.
Wow.
All right.
What a great night.
Yeah. Well, we had our technical difficulties, but we got to understand. What's that?
We overcame them.
Well, yeah. I mean, until we get all the quirks we're ironed out, we're not going to get all the quirks ironed out unless we keep doing what we're doing, which I have no desire to quit. No desire to quit. I know you're a perfectionist, and I try to live up to that standard, but, I'll do it.
Always. And I think we're going to try to look up next week. I'd like to hear some more of the great stories about the Civil War. There's a lot of Civil War stories down here, Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Down there,
Yeah, I'll have to look up some of that stuff, too, for next week. I do want to say I appreciate all the people who have been supporting us. It does mean a lot to me and the Drax man.
Hell yeah. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible.
Right. I do have some other people though that we support, and I hope you guys support. And I'm gonna go through them one by one. Here we go. Here's the good one.
Kick in the door. Texas bitch, hear the crowd commit. Texas bitch, get off your ass. Texas bitch, or get hit. Texas bitch, raise your fist. Texas bitch, welcome to the pit. Texas bitch, get in the pit. Midnight circuit song. Heartbeat in the mix. Turn it on live. Today fix. On the rhythm. Can't resist the play. Just one more hit up. The daily fix. Feel that voltage kick. The daily fix. Too loud to quick. From DC to the street. Let the bass line stick. I don't want love. I want my daily fix.
About the safety of children and their lives, right? Well, listen to this. In 1958, 92 children and 3 teaching nuns died in a fire at Our Lady of the Angels School in Chicago. It led to a nationwide reform of fire safety in schools. Since then, not one child has died from a school fire. The same principle should be applied today. The issue of school shooters is still a problem.
A gunman shooting down at these students.
As, of course, we now learn about even more school shootings.
And our Brittany Ehrman found they aren't building schools like they used to for this very reason.
The definition of school safety in today's day and age previously had not yet been defined.
With Minnesota-based 3D response systems.
One of the pushbacks we hear is we don't want our schools to look like a prison. In reality, our system is completely hidden so you don't lose that learning environment feel.
3D Response Systems is a multi-layered design to get the police there faster and provide tools for the people inside to survive.
I went there as a skeptic. I'm not a skeptic any longer.
Why isn't this in every school?
Because the loss of even one child's life is one too many.
But let's get this word out and make sure that we support folks like Representative Hudson and 3D response system. And wherever you are, whatever state you're in, go talk to your school board, go talk to your state representative. Tell them about this.
For information, or if you would just like to help, download our info sheet PDF located under the Systems
The
tab.
3D Response Systems design will provide safe spaces and a rapid response from first responders.
We should install in every school, public and private.
All right, 3dresponse.com. Your only solution in school safety.
Yep. And I want to end the night to highlight little Annalise, 2 years old, down there was suffering. You said they did move her to a better hospital, correct?
Yep, out of the death threat.
But I'm sure her parents and her family are still in need for funds during this difficult time. So there are 2 different ways. There's Give, Send, Go. There's GoFundMe. I did put the GoFundMe in the comments earlier tonight. I could not find the Give, Send, Go, but I tried. If you guys can, $1 or $2, whatever you can spare, I'm sure their family would greatly appreciate it. I can't imagine, like, my one weakness in life is babies. So I can't imagine going through what those poor people are going through right now.
We're praying for her down there in Texas, praying for a quick recovery, get them all back to reality.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
All right.
Well,
All right. We'll be back next week, 10 p.m. EST.
Let me play this. Let me find this real quick. Hang on a minute.
Okay, we got one more.
I'm gonna play something for a little outro for our people here. Let's see if I can find it. Layers. I should have thought of this earlier. I didn't think we'd have this much time on our hands, to be honest with you.
We always do, baby. And also, like I said, next week, make sure you guys are storing that number, handing it out on the timeline, dropping it in people's DMs, and reminding them that we're here on Tuesday night at 10 p.m. to midnight, taking your calls, ghost stories, encounters with them. If there's too much, man, you can't pass the demon on. You can hire me and Joker. You can come on out and fight the demon.
Yeah, what he said. Well, crap. Oh well. I'm sorry, I can't locate the file. I'm sorry, I look like an ass. That's all on me. Listen, I do appreciate you guys coming. Be sure you can join us again next week, same bat time, same bat channel, and we will holler at y'all later.
And be good, be bad. We'll see you at the afterspace.
Admit patient 937. Diagnosis, terminal reality fracture. Welcome to your permanent confinement, or as we like to call it, the electric circus. Oh, you are going to love it here. For the next 2 hours, we are locking you in with the strange, the odd, the paranormal, and the completely unexplainable. Are you losing your mind too? Let us hear your wildest stories. Call the asylum line right now at 386-227-7284. That's 386-227-7284. Don't keep the doctors waiting. Admit patient 9.